welcome back. I just had an amazing magnesium bath and did a little cleansing ritual. As you saw, I went on a really big bushwalk today in this beautiful, immersive, like, national park, I guess you could call it, or national forest. It's indigenous land and it leads down to the ocean. It's called Glenrock Reserve, and it was just so needed. I woke up this morning a little bit in a negative mindset, or a little bit, I don't know, just in a bit of that stagnation rut energy. And it really served me to go. I did not use headphones or anything. I just really, observed how freaking beautiful nature is and how grounding it is and how ancient the trees are, and it was really beautiful. And then I went in to see Dan at work. He's working on a job in town, and then he said, why don't I go and get myself a new hair dryer or hair styling tool, because my hair dryer is hanging by a thread. Like the back of the cord has come out, which is low-key dangerous. And I've been getting by with that for ages, but now with the longer hair, it's like really hard to style. I threw out my straightening irons a while back just because they weren't very good. You can't donate electrical, but I would have donated them. But they just were like, the ceramic plates weren't very good, and I just felt like they were frying my hair, so I stopped using them. My hairdresser also said stop using straighteners. So I've been putting these in the freezer. This one I actually dropped, so the end's broken off, but I've been putting them in the freezer and using them every night before bed, and it's been the best. It's just so nice and cooling, and I love that they're rose quartz because it just has that like spiritual element to it as well. But so I wanted to share this with you guys because it didn't feel right to just open it all without you. And also, this is probably the closest to a Dyson dupe, and the price was like way more accessible. I think they're like $3.99, but this had 30% off, so it was like, I don't know, $2.49 or something. So I wanted to share it with you guys. I waited till after my bath and all the way home to share it with you guys. So I got this from Oz Hair and Beauty. I think they're just Australian hair retailers. But this is it. I chose the rose gold one, but you can get a black one with a black box. But it comes in this really beautiful. And the girl was so cute. I said, with K-tips, I can't use sulfate free. I mean, I can't have sulfate shampoo and conditioner. She was like, I'll give you these little samples to try. So it's a straightening brush, a hot round brush, a blowout brush, and it has 2 curling barrels. I think they're like left and right side, and then a hair drying nozzle. Yoo-hoo! But we're going to test it out tonight. How cute's the packaging? I see. Vibe. It's got this little heart, and then this is the main wand, I guess you could say. I'll take this off. It's just so pretty. Hold on, let me get the cord and then I'll show you the other bits. How cute. So I'm like going to be learning this with you guys. So forgive me if I fumble a bit with it, but I'm going to trial it in a second in the other room. So I'll video that for you. Yeah, these are like, I think it's which direction you want the curl to go in. Little warranty card. heat glove, which, let's be real, I probably will never use that. This is the blowout brush, which it's nice and thick. It's kind of like, I guess, imitates what that's like to have a salon style blow dry. And then it's got this hot round brush. So the air goes through all of them, to my knowledge, and kind of creates a better styling finish. This is the straightening brush. And then this guy, girls, how do we put it on? Surely not. Oh. Wait, what? Oh, I see you. See, and it turns into a... Okay, fun. Well, let's go try it out. I'm excited. What a sweetheart my boyfriend is. Very, very grateful, very lucky girl. Okay, I'm gonna take this into my office and bring you guys along. I'm not doing that correctly. Okay, I'm not gonna waste any more of your time. But yeah, I'll take you into the office. We'll have a little play together and yeah, I'll chat with you then. Okay guys, I'm squeezed down here under my desk in the office because, I don't know, the wardrobe mirrors work well. I don't know where to put you though. Meow. I need to sit you somewhere. I mean, that's too high. Okay. I will sit you down here and just move the camera up. It's not gonna be the best angle, guys. Maybe I can use the box. I have no idea what I'm doing, by the way. And I couldn't be bothered watching a tutorial, so... Okay. Excusey. Okay. Is that okay? Are you guys happy there? Okay. Let me fumble through this and I will put it on a fast forward setting so I don't waste your time. I'm also putting a little bit of this head muck, like miracle treatment, so I don't damage the hair.
go. Hey guys, so that was a journey. I didn't subject you to the whole thing, but I mean, for my first go, it went pretty well. It's actually really satisfying to use this because it kind of sucks up the hair and like spirals it itself. The hardest part was doing the back, so I'm gonna have to get better at mastering that. And I'll probably need some kind of like hold product, I was thinking, or yeah, maybe put like a bit of mousse in or spray. But overall, I'm loving it. I feel like it's a way more enjoyable, easier way to style because Lord knows I tried to curl for years with the straightener. And my sister, who spent years in the hair industry, was like, "You just do it like this," and I could never. I was always like, eh. So, yeah, not bad for the first go. Dan's gonna be home soon. I'm going to go and make up our bedroom. I love putting fresh sheets on over the weekend, like stripping the beds, vacuuming, clearing out, maybe do a little Palo Santo or like a clearing spray. So let's go do that together. And then I think we're having a barbecue vibe tonight and an early snuggly night. So I will see you all soon. I'll jump back on with you tomorrow and we can go on a little adventure together, or whatever I get up to, I'll bring you guys along. But I'm checking out for the night. Let's go make up the bedroom, get it feeling nice and cozy and zen for the night, and I'll love you and leave you. See you tomorrow. One love. Good morning. How are you all doing? I just got back from a bike ride. Excuse my grubby top. Yeah, it was really nice, except for the part where I got swooped by a bird. We went on a bike ride last weekend with my son and Dan, and he kept getting swooped by this butcher bird, and I felt awful for him. It really frightened him. He never obviously had that experience before. So yeah, a lot of consoling and reassuring him. And then today, they're at their dad's, but today I went by myself for a ride and I got swooped by what I can imagine is that same bird or similar bird, because it was in the exact same spot. So I hopped off the bike at that point. But then once I got further enough away, it was I was in the clear. But yeah, I'm just going to have a shower because I'm feeling a bit hot and sweaty. And then I'm going to meditate, do a little bit of journaling. And even though it's a Sunday, I'm feeling a little bit productive. Dan's out at a job for the day, trying to finish this big job that he's doing. So I felt like I might utilize the time to get some editing done and kind of do a bit of a reset for tomorrow, for Monday. I don't know if this is something that you do or something that helps you, but I find like if I feel organized on a Sunday, I try to do something like playful and in nature. And obviously like last weekend we went to church, which was really cool. I grew up Catholic and I haven't been to church for years. The Catholic faith was something I kind of pushed back from in my like more adult years, and once I kind of came into the healing journey and spirituality, there was a lot of conditioning and shame, and I don't know, it was more of an oppressive kind of
experience that I had to shed a lot of. So I was a bit resistant to, the whole Catholic Church vibe. But this was a Christian church, much more modern, pretty much like a band on stage. And you just pretty much sing, and people just spread the love and spread the vibe, and a really relevant like talk, like sermon, I guess you could say, but talk was from a psychologist who's a part of the um, community there. And it was really relevant about relationships and love of self and forgiveness of self and shedding old, like I found it to be just a really beautiful experience, because it's just so powerful to plug into community in whatever, nurturing environment that you find that in. I kind of seek to find the unity in things and not the labels at this stage along my journey. So I feel like, whenever there's loving energy and like people coming together in that more uplifting way, I'm definitely open to have a new experience and be a part of it. And I really enjoyed it. I actually like got a bit teary in parts just from the loving energy. And then I'm a sucker for some music in a live band, so I found it really enjoyable. So we did that last weekend. But I love to do like generally like a bit of a reset of the house. If I have the kids, I'll prep their uniforms and prep their lunch prep and all of that. Strip all the beds, do big loads of washing, vacuum the house. I just love that feeling. And then also cleansing my body and doing a ritual. Whether it's like a bathing ritual and a scrub, or like I just feel like come Monday it's really nice to feel that organized energy. And what I'd like to start doing more of, which I haven't probably been as disciplined as much with, is like scheduling out my week, particularly working from home. I feel like it's been a journey for me to kind of learn how to be self-productive and to have a lot of time and not be as distracted from all the other stuff like the house chores and all of the outside stuff, and to really treat it like work. So I'm gonna have a shower, cleanse the body, sit down to meditate. You guys can come along for that. So for those of you that don't know, I think I mentioned in other vlogs, I practice and teach a style of meditation called Vedic meditation. It's an ancient meditation practice, transcendental meditation practice that allows you to move beyond the thinking mind and release stored stresses basically from the body, and to ground, to come back to self. Often I'll receive intuition. That's usually my main place, is in meditation, where I'll receive insights that I've been too busy to perceive in my waking state. And then I'll generally brain dump or journal after anything that's come through. I do like to do a card pull after meditating. It's just something I love. I feel like obviously your true guidance comes from within, but I do love this element of play. I find the cards very much tapping into my feminine energy, and like my inner child loves it, like the art and that kind of magical element that comes through, and the crystals, and I love lighting incense, and I love that whole ritual. It really, I don't know, I just find it fun. And I think wherever we can find those fun, enjoyable things for like the self, that nourish the self, that aren't necessarily like a success driven thing or a productivity thing. I just think we can get so caught up in that as adults, and we forget to just do things for the simple enjoyment of doing them. And I feel, this human journey is not an easy path by any means. And whenever you can find those elements in your life that bring you joy, grab onto those and do them as much as you can, because when the challenging waves of life come, they might be your little saving graces or your sparks of energy, and it doesn't have to make sense to anyone else. Like, it could be cooking. You might just love, being in the kitchen and that creation and that feminine energy of flow and nurturing and serving from that place. It might be painting, it might be being in the garden, what makeup, like, it's all good. I used to think like that's not spiritual to do that, like even getting that hair tool and having, like, for so long I didn't allow myself to enjoy those simple joy, like joys of being a woman. And like, I wrote off makeup and wrote off, like, I don't know, like that superficial one. When I came through my spiritual journey, there was so much self-judgment on, like, that's not spiritual, this is spiritual, that's not in alignment, this is in alignment. And like, I don't know, now I just feel like it's all part of the full spectrum of the human experience. And as long as you're not harming yourself or anyone else, it's okay to experiment and to, like, find joy in things. Like, life's hard enough. You can, to release that judgment of the self, like, it can be so binding to have that inner dialogue of self-judgment all the time. And the truth is, you're so lovable and so whole and complete that we forget that, and often our conditioning takes over, or that's inner self-critic. The thing about meditation is it brings you back to your true nature. And for me, like, if I reflect back to my early 20s, how, like, crippled I was from my inner self-critic and negative self-talk and body image shame and, all of it. I was like high functioning anxiety at one point. And yeah, the more and more that I integrated meditation into my life, the more freer I became in the mind and the body, and like liberating myself from all of those stories that aren't actually you. When you don't have that ability to observe the self and you're just in all the thoughts, you truly believe you are all of that, whatever your parents told you were, or society told you should be, or your inner child shadow, that, like, we think we're that, but we're not. The true journey is to liberate the self from all of which we're not and come back into true loving essence. And for me, it's like, and I'm not perfect by any means. I've dropped my meditation practice many times, and you get caught up in the material world again. But whenever I come back to it, it's like this nourishing coming home feeling, because you're coming home to yourself. You're coming home to your true essence. And that's a really nourishing thing, because the eternal self is non-changing. So it's this unconditional, fulfilled, loving place to really sink into, and to remind yourself and to remember who and what you truly are. So with that deep chat, I love you. I send you guys so much love and an enjoyable day wherever you are in the world, whatever you're doing, and come with me. If you want to meditate with me, actually, absolutely feel free and welcome. I essentially sit in a chair, which I'll take you guys through, any comfortable chair, and sit down with eyes closed for 20 minutes. I have a mantra-based practice, but you could simply sit in quiet or in stillness, or if you are a transcendental meditator or a Vedic meditator or that kind of style mantra-based meditation, feel free to join me. How cute would that be if we were meditating in different areas throughout the world, but sitting together in practice? So love, and I'll see you when I meditate after I really need to have a shower, like sticky ass. Bye. Hey guys, I'm back. Feel so much better after a shower. So I'm going to be settling down to meditate now. Feel free to meditate with me. I welcome you wholeheartedly. So I'm out of incense. Usually I would have some sandalwood to burn, which I really love. It just helps sets the tone. You certainly don't need it by any means to meditate effectively, but I like just setting the ritual for myself. It feels more nourishing. So usually I will set my phone timer. Often I won't need it now because I've been practicing for so many years, but if I have something that I need to do afterwards, I'll set a timer. So feel free to do that if you're joining. 20 minutes to meditate, 2 minutes to just sit with your eyes closed to integrate, so it's not too startling to go from deep nourishing meditation into like eyes open. And then I'll do a bit of journaling in my future journal afterwards. That is by the Habit Tracker. I've really been enjoying that. I've been using it as part manifestation, productivity journal, and then just part brain dump ideas, that kind of thing. So get nice and comfy. I like to cross my legs. You certainly don't have to. I just find that most comfortable. Closing down the eyes. Taste Sweet Souls, that was so lovely. I feel a lot more grounded and yeah, just nourished. So I know I said I was going to have that organization day at home, but I feel like I'd like to go and surprise Dan with lunch because I feel for him. He's such a sweetie and he's worked 7 days straight. And yeah, on a Sunday I feel like it's a bit rough to be working by yourself. So I might do that. I'm going to go finish getting organized and yeah, I'm going to sign off for the day, for the week, and I'll hope to upload this tonight, but just sending you guys so much love, a really nourishing week. Remember to keep coming back to self and whatever that looks like for you, to nourish the self, to show up for you, express your authentic self, and take space when you can to replenish yourself or to come back to that balance is always a needed thing in my experience. Like I've never, regretted taking that time to reconnect to self and to nourish the self. I just feel like we live in such busy times and such overwhelm and such overstimulation that whatever space we can take to come back and to regulate the system, to remind ourselves that deeper connection exists within. Sending love. I will see you in the next video. Thanks for tuning in. Hey gang, I just got ready. I'm feeling a little teary today. I was just getting ready and I keep like crying randomly. But I love myself. I'm just going to let it be there and not suppress it or try and avoid. But yeah, I'm going to go in and see Danielle and go have lunchy with him. This is the fit. Country Road suede loafers. I don't know, oversized. I feel like these are Nude Lucy. Saint T. These a Sagittarius necklace that I wear, and this one Dan gave me. It's this pretty, I think it's Temple of the Sun. Can you guys see that's this cute little love heart with like rubies in it? But that's it, my gang. I'm sending you love. If you're feeling yeah, I don't know, a bit teary or lonesome, just know you're not alone. We're all in this together, and I'm sending you my love. I'll check in tomorrow. I want you guys to help me paint this table that I've been putting off. So we might do that tomorrow, but I'll check in then. Send you guys so much love.